Hey guys, Paul here, and welcome to another episode of Tech Central TV. On this week's episode, guys, we're going to be answering the question, do iPhone 6/6s cases fit the brand new iPhone 7? So this is something that I've been wondering because they didn't actually change much of the dimensions of the iPhone 7. It's more or less up to a couple millimeters the exact same as the 6/6s. So the shape of the phone has not changed. What has changed though is of course the cutouts on the bottom. We lost the headphone jack, and the camera is much larger than on the 6s, and it's much more to the left, to the top left of the old 6s. So here in front of me I have three different cases. This is the Apple leather case, this is the CM4 Q card case, and this is the Poetic case. Each of these having its own features, but that's another video. And first we're gonna start with the Apple one. Now this one has a very small camera cutout, intentionally designed for the 6s so that it barely surrounds the camera of the 6s, and I highly doubt that it's actually going to fit the 7. But case-wise, as you guys can see, everything fits pretty snugly. I mean, we have buttons here, everything is in the exact right position. We have the rocker switch here, everything is good there, but as you guys can see here, the camera cutout is just not gonna do it for the iPhone 7. It's much too tight for the iPhone 7. The iPhone 7 needs a much larger camera cutout. But what is nice about this case, guys, is that we have the open back here. So that means that it doesn't matter that there's speakers instead of a headphone jack. We basically have the exact same functionality as on a 6s case, as you guys can see here. So this one, unfortunately, has failed the test. It does not fit the 7. Next, we're gonna try the Q card case. So just like the the Apple case, everything fits well, the rocker switch is in a good place, and on this one they actually made the camera cutout a lot larger. So this was intentionally designed for the 6s, but because they made the camera cutout so large, I guess it fits the 7. The only thing I would have to say is that the speaker cutouts on the bottom aren't perfect, because we do have where the headphone jack was, so there are like one or two little like speaker dots there on the bottom which are being muffled by the case itself. But other than that, it fits it perfectly. It fits it just like a iPhone 7 case would. And the last one here that we have, guys, is the Poetic case, and I have a feeling this one's going to be the exact same as the Q card case. So as you can see, the camera cutout fortunately is large enough for the iPhone 7. Everything else is exactly the same as the Q card case. We have the exact same problem here on the bottom. So ideally, guys, if you guys are shopping for iPhone 7 cases and for some reason are looking at an iPhone 6/6s case, make sure, one, that it has the open bottom here so that you don't have any interference with the new layout on the bottom, and two, that it has a very large cutout for the camera. Otherwise, you will see some noticeable challenges with your phone. But I would not recommend getting a 6/6s case. They do not fit perfectly on the 7 like the 6 case would on a 6s. I would highly recommend going for a 7 case because they're probably the exact same price, so there really is no reason to get a 6s case. But if you guys do have the new 7 and have a variety of other cases for your 6s, I wouldn't throw those away. I'd still keep them, see which one fits, see which one doesn't, and you guys can go from there. You guys don't have to throw out all your cases. Maybe like this one, you guys wouldn't have to throw it out. This one, you guys wouldn't have to throw it out. You could still use it on the 7. That's the good thing, that the dimensions fit, and everything's good with that. So yeah, guys, that does it for this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed and found this useful. If you did, please drop a like down below and subscribe. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week on another episode. Peace.